What's up, guys? Keyshawn Uchiha here. Back with you with another Ultimate Universe What If. This is gonna be a new one. But before we get right into it, I just want to let y'all guys know that I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading lately. It's a lot of stuff has happened, and I have to do a lot of things, and I'm also been not doing videos due to having family members walk in the door, or just breaching my room, or you hearing loud noise in the background like right now. I'm sorry that y'all hear that. I don't really have like a right space or room to really like have it all quiet down and stuff, so I'm sorry to have y'all hear that stuff. So my bad. But I will make 4 videos by today. Hopefully 4 videos by today. So y'all can be ready for that. So we're going to start this what if off right now and get this started. So this is going to be what if Naruto was the recarnation of Nox from Final Fantasy 15, or basically have Nox ability, or basically have Nox ability or power. The swords, the flying swords and stuff, or the changing swords, and so let me basically tell you the abilities what Nox really has. Um, for those who noctis, uh, for really have on Final Fantasy. He can teleport to different places to get away from danger. He can also teleport to an enemy to throw a haymaker like Clash, or he can basically fire some swords at people, fire swords at enemies to damage them. Um, or he can basically have dodge, basically like an instant to dodge enemies' attacks left and right and stuff. But when he has the ring, it gets really, his ultra instinct is automatically so. Oh, and he can also summon a black vortex soul that suck enemies in, but it only works when he has the ring. So Noctis only does that when he has the ring equipped to summon black holes or drain life force from enemies. So keep in mind. But Naruto will have it. So um and also he has the King's Blades. I'm not going to count like those grenades and stuff, because first of all, those grenades are like technically dangerous, and it only and I'm not going to I'm not going to give him like those subclass weapons like pistols and stuff, because like I said, that's not a part of his abilities. That's just him having it in the game. But I'll figure out some way to put the pistol in the game, because the pistols are pretty good in the weapons too. But I should just talk about the King's Blades. Now the King's Blades are all different in their own unique way. Like the training one, Nox can use it to go the dodge left and right from enemies, to basically lift. If he throws it at an enemy, it will go up. It will go up and then strikes down, and then it will basically strikes down at an enemy. He can basically use it to do staggering damage a little bit, if you know how to do it right, and also he can also yeah, pretty much yeah, this does more damage, and he could basically lift it all the way up in the sky to make a haymaker. He could throw a haymaker by making it go higher, so he can like legit throw the train spear up in the sky real high, and then just like go straight down like a dive. The chainsaw King's Blade is basically, well, as it said, it gives you a boost. I believe it gives you a boost in chainsaw type damage. It does over attack bleed, and he swings around like a giant blade, but it's technically dangerous. Um, I forgot the other blade's name, but it has two weapons and it separates from one another, but it can do multiple slashes, and he can basically put it together to do a running attack slash. And it's powerful in its own way, and it has. I think it gives you lord. I think it gives you like lower defense, but higher intelligence. No, not higher intelligence. Does it? No. It gives you higher luck, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. The next one is the Warrior Kingsblade, which it's a katana-like state, which it does multiple slashes. Well, it doesn't do multiple, but it does slashes. You can he can teleport and he can teleport with it and then do like a continue like on one single slash. But I'm gonna give him the multiple slashes, and also he can well, I'm gonna add a little bit of ability to it. And it can do slash. It can slash time space continue, so make a portal and stuff if need to escape. But yeah, he can do slash. But Noctis doesn't have that, but I'm gonna add that as an ability with the Warrior's King's Blade. Oh, and he can taunt enemies that make enemies come at him, but the enemy's attack will get a little bit stronger, but for a cost that they be ignorant and they will lose their intelligence and just start charging. But his taunt gives him a attack boost and stuff and all that. I know there's other King Blades. Oh yeah, the Ninja Stars King Blade. I forgot that one, but actually, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just wanted to do my research to get all the royal arms. They're actually called royal arms. My bad. And I'm just going to say them all again. So the throwing Shoryuken, well, the Shoryukens, the two Shoryukens, is the rogue, king or queen, but I'm just gonna call it king. The warrior, the katana is that is the king's blade, or royal arm. Um, the mace. There's a mace of the just, and there's a great sword, or try to say chainsaw, of the warrior. Or no, the wonder of the wonder. I think with the sword, and the father is the royal arm is just a sword, but like long and pointy. And I think the other ones I was talking about is like the Paragus and stuff. So those are basically the powers or abilities of the royal arms. Now Naruto is not gonna have them instantly because I'm just telling you the abilities. Now how this is gonna happen is basically Nox dies and basically like you know the whole world was supposed to get destroyed and stuff, but it gets a reset, a whole reboot. Now the darkness is gone because Nox got rid of it, and the gods they can't destroy this earth. Well, can't destroy the earth because basically the kings are still there because the earth got reset and reboot, and the gods are they're basically screwed. So those who want to destroy the earth, they could. So the gods just linger, and they can't wipe out the earth. Now for we're kind of going to do kind of like a little bit of a king. So every so every village has a king, but the kings they don't have the royal arms. Like they basically do, but all their royal arms are different. Or abilities are different. They don't have a royal arm. And the strongest out of like all the kings is basically the village king, and his name is Mitsu. Now Mitsu is going to basically be king of the royal arms. The weapons that they call him the Yellow Flash because they think he has a new chakra thing like a flying Raijin, but no, we're basically going to switch. It's basically going to be like the like Nox ability, but basically like the royal arms where he can teleport, dodges and stuff, all that. But he kind of like merged in with his flying Raijin, so he can make like images of himself, but he doesn't have like the dodging or black hole. And that. He Minato, that's his own uniqueness, and he used the royal arms to like chainsaw and all that stuff when it's time to go serious, and he can go in his like. Well, people make a joke about it and call the royal arms like when you can use them all at once as Ultra Instinct, where the blades is going around you and stuff. But no, I think it's called like True Awakening, but it has all the blades going around you and stuff. And basically, you can like make the blades charge at enemies. You can dodge much better, or you can like use them all at once, or like fire like shurikens and just like teleport left and right while damaging them and stuff. But yeah, Mito is basically the strongest key out of all of them, and his and the kings before all that, they're basically the same kings from Final Fantasy, but they're basically they're basically like, but we're just gonna, they're basically just been like altered through the history of like being like Hokages or like kings of like king is much better, like the kings are much powerful and much more royalty than the Hokage, so the king can do whatever they want if they wanted to. If they wanted to rage war, then the Hokage can't say anything. But Mito is basically of the kings of the descendant kings of the past kings of the Leaf and stuff. Now, um, every king rests and moves. They all get accepted in the crystal and becomes king. Now, the gods only serve one king, and that is the kings of the Leaf Village and Minato. Now, Minato summons them if he wants to, like the ice spirit or the giant or the wizard one with the staff or like the water one. He can summon them if he wants to, but he doesn't. He doesn't unless he's like in war or something. And they're like that strong. They're stronger than the Nine Tails and like all the tail beasts. So, but Minato, but they keep their tail beasts just like if the other like Hokage like the other kings like work together and use their tail beasts to fight. You know Minato, they probably wouldn't, but those ancient gods are like stronger than the QB, so it's whatever. But uh Minato basically put peace to the war, and all kings, all Hokages or Rakages, they live in their village and stuff, and basically and the kings of their villages, they basically can't do shit because Minato can easily put them down, but they're all chilling. No, they're fine. They're all peaceful with each other, and they all have Tobis and stuff, so everything's equal, and especially the kings. Now, we're going to start with the Nine Tails attack. Now, Minato is much more stronger because he is a king. I think he's the. We're gonna make him the. Because there's like all those arms, right? So I think I'll make him like the 10th because Noctis was like already, I think, the knife or something. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the 10th king because pretty much it's all reset of arms and stuff. So he's pretty much the 10th king, and he's much more powerful. When every king passed down, the next king gets stronger and pass down their royal arms. So Minto has a. So when Obito is attacking basically Minto, he loses instantly. He doesn't even put a scratch on him, and even when he's trying to grab him or anything, like Minto easily dodges him and just put the royal blades in his basically chopping off his fake arm, his liquor arm, and leaving Obito defaulted, which leaving Obito leave, which Minto had much more chakra because the royal arms and all that's rely on stamina. You don't need you don't even need like, well, MP is basically magic, but he doesn't even, chakra and magic is two separate things, so he didn't run out of chakra. He just was using his MP magic, so basically only a king has MP magic, and some don't. But basically yeah, Minato basically use his MP magic, and they do have potions, or they can basically recharge by relaxing, or like just let it recharge. But yeah, Obito didn't waste his chakra. Now, Minato basically survives, he didn't need to use the Reaper Death Seer. He basically did summon one of the gods. I say the giant Earth one, and basically punched the Nine Tails down to the hold the Nine Tails ground to the ground, and basically sealed the whole basically Nine Tails, the full Nine Tails into Naruto, and Naruto basically gets the full Nine Tails. But he's basically a prince now. Kushina, she lives. Actually, no. Kushina gets half of the Nine Tails, the good kind. And Naruto gets the bad kind. So basically, so she can live. So basically, Naruto has his mom and dad, basically. Now we start off with the anime of Naruto's basic run up. Now, Minato, he is much wiser. He knows he's a king and stuff, and people they call him king. They don't call him Hokage because Hiruzen is Hokage, but Minto is the king. So he's the king of the village and he's the king of the side. So everybody, bow to him and stuff. And everybody knows that Naruto is the Chichiriki and stuff, but it's not his fault because Minato already told the truth and told what really happened and stuff. So um, Naruto is basically raised and stuff by Kuchina and loved and stuff. So Naruto is not like a prankster or anything like that. He's been taught by love and also toughness. And Naruto basically has like been training and stuff and use his thing to teleport around and stuff because he like if you look at Final Fantasy 15 like Nox had the teleport ability even when his father was sending him off. Nox didn't have no royal arms. Nox didn't have no royal arms, and he still can teleport and stuff like his father. So Naruto would have that, but he wouldn't know the flight Ranji thing. But Minato is basically teaching his son everything before he gets accepted. He gets absorbed in the crystal and becomes like the knife. Believe the Knife King. So, and Naruto become the next king. He's basically training his son the best he can and teach him stuff and how to Rasengan and stuff, and also teaching his chakra natures. Now, Naruto will only have two chakra natures, and that would be Wind and Fire Release. Good head. Naruto been taught two fire jutsus. Fire Phoenix Jutsu and Fire Dragon, and he will learn Wind Armor and Rasengan. Because no, we're not gonna copy any other what ifs. We're just gonna make it different in its own way. Now, Naruto been trained and all that and stuff. Now, the only person now in this alternate universe with Danzo, he's not really he's not like he been taught by the second Hokage, but he's always loyal to the kings of previous kings. So the last king who got absorbed in crystal, the Danzo already talked to him, and the king told Danzo like, "Hey, Minato is going to be the new king. He's my son. I want you to train him and stuff. And when he has a son, I want you to have his son. I want you to make his son much powerful and make him the perfect king. So and the strongest king. So the last king can be much powerful before his son." And Danzo, he took it. He says, "All right," but he was thinking of make him the perfect being, experimenting and stuff and all that. Now, Minato has a ring, but he basically gives his ring to his son. No, he doesn't give his ring to his son yet. Naruto basically, trains and stuff, and do ninjutsus and stuff and all that, but also practice with his blades, with the sword, with the engine sword, the legend engine sword, because Minato has a person to fix it and makes it as a powerful engine sword and stuff. So Naruto trains with it, and he's basically getting stronger and stuff with Minto, and Minto's happy and stuff, and Minto has a beard in this. Yeah, has a beard, and his hair is a little bit longer, and and he wears like think of a Noctis father's outfit. Yeah, Minto's wear that outfit, but he has a cape that basically says King on the back, and he basically trains his son, and Kushina's always training him. Now Naruto is good friends with Sasuke with you. Basically, they're good friends and stuff. Naruto still be looked and talked behind his back by the village because they still think that the Nine Tails is kind of possessing Naruto, but it's not true. Naruto shows no verge of that, and he Naruto looks up to his father Naruto to become the next proud king and stuff. But we're gonna start with Naruto basically there's attack. Well, basically, the time has come for Minato to basically, get absorbed by the crystal, and Naruto be king. And Naruto is basically doesn't know what's happened, but Minato gets he has to get accepted by the king, and his ring, he gives his ring to his wife, and he gets absorbed by the crystal, and becomes the next powerful crystal and sword arm, and his flying Raijin weapon is basically going to be a royal arm, and it basically he told his wife to hold it for Naruto to to like hold on to it and have his power to be with him. Now we should switch over to Naruto basically basically heading to the tuning exams. Well, no, not the tuning exam. My bad. Basically heading to the thing, and he messed up on the shadow clone because Nine Tails and plus the bad guy, so it messed up on his chakra thing. Now, as he's walking home, he falls down to as he takes a different shortcut, and he was climbing up the going to a secret place to fix his chakra, and to try to figure out how to fix it until he falls down and stumbles down to a cave, and it's basically all the graves of all the kings, the royal arms. And when Naruto looks at them, they all dispatching comes into him, and Naruto basically has like all the royal arms, so he will have it all at that point right there. Now, when he heads home and feels much better and stuff, he asks where's his dad, and he Kushina cries a little, and she says your father been accepted by been accepted, and his time has come to be chosen by the crystal, and he becomes the next crystal. Now sorry, Naruto be given the flying Raijin weapon, and that's a royal arm, and in its own mental way, and he says this is your father's royal arm, and now you have it. Now he has the knife weapon. Now Naruto, is a little sad, but he knows, and he told Minto already told Naruto that the day he will become king and stuff. Now, Kushina says that you're not a king yet until you hit this age, and he says, all right. Now, Naruto, Ari was talking about Mitsuki to do the scroll, and he grabs the scroll, and he basically, goes and opens it up, and he learns the multi-child Konjutsu, and he learns the flying Raijin technique because it's a royal arm, but he's going to learn the flying Raijin technique much officially, so he will use it much 10 times better in his own way. Now, Naruto, closes it, and basically closes it, and basically, about to get and scroll and asks, where's my headband and stuff. Now, Mitsuki doesn't say it, throws Shrine Shuriken at him, which Naruto, easy dodges with his kind of ultra instinct as Noctis. I mean, well, yeah, Noctis basically have, and throws another shuriken back at him, and which Mitsuki has to dodge it and sweat and say, "What the hell?" Now Naruto pulls out his blade, says, I'm ready to attack, ready to end you now," and throws his blade and charges at him, basically giving a shockwave. Well, basically giving away and kicking him, well, teleporting and kicking him away. And Mitsuki is, having his fight with him, and the teacher comes in and sees and is about to like stop it till Naruto comes in and goes right behind him and slashes him in his back and teleport in front of him and kicks him up and slamming him back down, knocking him out. Which Naruto been, given the headband as a ninja, but it been modified by having two crowns by the side, so people will know he's the king. Well, basically the prince. Well, no, basically he just been given the red headband because the other Rakages doesn't know that Naruto is like the new king, but they don't know yet. They just think Minato is still there, so they're basically not attacking right. We start with Naruto heading to the thing, and the encounter of the gay quiz. The encounter of the gay kiss never happens. So that doesn't happen. It's just Naruto comes in and sit down. Now the attire of Naruto outfit is basically of Noctis outfit, so he will have that. And Naruto basically, lays down. Well, basically, puts his head down and falls asleep. And he has a dream, and this is where Noctis comes in, and all his memories comes in, and his Naruto past life. Now, the Sage Six Path has nothing to do with that because basically it's a reboot of the Earth. So basically, Naruto pretty much remembers his past life would be Noctis, and about like his love life and all that. Now he wakes back up. He's like, and he remembers. Now Naruto basically, goes goes home and basically goes to sleep, and he wakes up with black hair. Now he's gonna have black hair like Noctis, and pretty much not have the same hair, but a little. It's gonna be a little bit like that, a little bit like that. So, well, no, it's basically gonna be like that. Now Naruto comes in. Now Naruto comes back to the classroom. Well, not comes back to the classroom. I'm sorry. He basically comes the next day in the classroom with his headband. Basically, well, by the side of his arm. Basically, sitting down and just waiting. And they already says all the teams. Now all the teams are the same, except for Team 7. Team 7 will have Hinata, Sasuke, and Naruto. Now, Naruto is basically chilling while Hinata is like blushing, being blushing and stuff, a little bit steamy. While Naruto looks at her and says and start, making a conversation with her while she talks, while she's talking and stuff. Now Sasuke, is just, relaxing and stuff and chilling because in this alternate universe, Danzo, he's not evil because he doesn't believe of the second Hokage. He doesn't care. He never believed in the beliefs of the second Hokage. He only believes of the kings of the Leaf Village. So he only believes in their beliefs and who's equal and not equal and all that. So, and the king, when Danzo listened to him, was the warrior, the one with the katana. His beliefs are strong. He said the Uchiha, they are a powerful asset and an ally to the Leaf Village, and they deserve to be equal. If one person made a mistake, they're not all the same, and that's just that one person. They all have different opinions, and they're all different in their own way. And Harashima, well, the guy with Senju DNA, basically the first Hokage, basically agreed upon that and stuff, and the second Hokage didn't agree, but no one cares about him. Oh, and Danzo definitely didn't care about him. he only cared about the king opinion and the first Hokage opinion. And he was with all the kings and watched them come and go. So he thinks like when I get to Naruto, I'm going to make him the perfect king. So the next king will be 10 times stronger than him because he knows about the whole royal arms and like the passed down resentments and the birth and stuff. So he knows that. Now, we're gonna switch back to Naruto. Basically, Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata basically waiting for Kakashi, and Hinata activate her Bianca, basically sweating and looking and waiting for Kakashi, thinking that it's some type of test. And Naruto laughs to say, "Oh, this is not no test. He's just coming in late." And Kakashi comes in late as predicted, and basically saying, what a particular odd team." And he doesn't. He only looks at Hinata and Sasuke, not Naruto. Well, no, he looks at Naruto too because you realize Naruto's hair is like black. But um, Naruto basically stands up and says, "Nice to meet you, Kakashi," and Naruto and Kakashi, they don't know each other yet, but because Minto never informed him about this, but you know they're basically just the intuition of themselves. And Kakashi says, "Meet me up at the rooftop." Now everybody, now Hinata and Sasuke think is the same. Well, Sasuke is kind of different because he doesn't want to kill his brother, but he doesn't want to like find his brother, ask him, because in this I'm gonna say some Uchiha wanted to revolt and do the thing, so Itachi had killed half of the, like Danzo, didn't have a choice. So Danzo just says, you're gonna have to, kill those Uchiha. And the Uchiha, there was like a separate to the Uchiha that, stayed at the whole Leaf Village and stuff, and and that didn't stay at the compound, lived at the Leaf Village. So that was a 50%, and the other 50, stayed at the compound. Well, basically went to the compound and said, we ain't gonna, we ain't gonna forget what the Leaf Village did to us, and we're gonna start war and stuff, and we're gonna kill them. So Itachi killed those 50%, but the other 50%, stayed at the Leaf Village and stuff. So basically, so basically Sasuke thing is different, but he still says like I want to find Itachi and defeat him, and well basically ask him why did he kill the Uchihas, our brother in Uchiha, and left. Naruto is different. He says I like to join Robin, training with my friend, my BFF, Sasuke, and also help my mom out wherever I can, and also I want to become the best king, or should I say the next king of all the kings to change the world in peace. And Kakashi, is saying, and he says, all right. Now he says, meet me tomorrow at the training thing. Don't eat or you're gonna puke. And so everybody went home. Started heading home. This is where Danzo comes in and basically talks to Naruto and says, "Do you wish to fulfill your dream to become the next powerful king of kings?" And Naruto says, "Yeah, but what do you know?" And Danzo says, "Well, I'm actually a servant of the kings. You could somewhat call me the scientist." And Danzo, is basically all calm and stuff. And Naruto's looking at him suspiciously. He says, "Okay, what you can do?" He says, "Just follow me. I can help you." And he says, "All right." Now, Danzo basically shows him the whole lab and basically shows him Orochimaru. And Orochimaru in this, he's rogue, but not as like Danzo and Orochimaru is more like buddy, not going to betray each other. and Orochimaru is more like, I'm not going to attack the Leaf Village. So the whole attack of the Leaf Village is going to be different. I tell you how. But basically, Naruto is basically, he meets Orochimaru. Now Orochimaru is basically, talking to him and stuff, and Orochimaru is basically, telling him and stuff and all that, and he basically, Danzo, Danzo and Orochimaru forms Naruto being want to make him the perfect, the perfect king and stuff, and for his next child and stuff. And Naruto says, "I want to get stronger to protect the people and stuff," and hopefully, and so Naruto, he basically gets experimented on, at the age of 10. So his Uzumaki DNA is getting he so he basically, his DNA of his father DNA is basically going to be turned into a 5%, but like he will get the Uchiha DNA, Hyuga DNA, so he will have 5% of his father DNA, 50% DNA of his mother, so, and have 30% of Senju, 30% of Uchiha, and 20% of Hyuga. And that's and that's going to be it. Now, Naruto will be having a new body, and his new body is going to be basically Nox's body. Well, basically, his body basically will be, he's going to be basically feed chakra pills and mana or magic, basically, or mana, fed in basically tubes, from tubes that's going to be like injecting him with a lot of magic and floating in him, and the chakra and the magic is kind of like yin yang, so they balance each other, and it's going to be fusing and kind of going as an infinite. So if the chakra is going down, the monitor will charge it up, and if the monitor is going down, the chakra will fill it up, or basically, fill it up. So both of them won't go down. So he's basically gonna be broken in kind of a sense a little bit. Now, uh, Danzo, as Naruto's in the tube, Danzo, opens it back up, again, and he replaces Naruto's eyes, and he gives him, uh, yeah, he's gonna have a Sharingan in the Byakugan, but it's gonna be different. He's going to have, so how it's gonna happen is like he's gonna have both. He's gonna have basically the Byakugan is going to be with the Sharingan, so they're going to be kind of a fusion of Byakugan Sharingan, kind of like that. So when Naruto activates Byakugan Sharingan, he can see enemies' chakra and see their location, but also he can perceive and see everything, and so attack and stuff, and basically copy jutsus and all that, and basically have that. Now Naruto will have basically, like I said, a fusion, so it's gonna call it Byakugan Sharingan or Sharingan Byakugan or Byakugan Sharingan. Either way, it sounds cool in different ways. Um, Naruto be basically Kushina's basically gonna be looking for Naruto and it's gonna be for a couple of weeks. Now Danzo, for those weeks, been like eating chocolate pills and stuff. So his mana and chakra is that of the Nine Tails. So it's basically stronger than, he has higher chakra than the Nine Tails, and combined of all the beings. So, and his mana is higher than all that of the gods. Now I should tell you this. Now the gods, they like those mythical creatures like the ice fairies and the fire demon and that, or the fire god, and the giant god in them. they're basically not going to meet Naruto yet because Naruto is not at the right age. But Naruto is basically training with his Byakugan Sharingan fusion and basically in the lab training with subjects and stuff. And he doesn't kill unless he needs to, but he doesn't kill. And Danzo is smiling because he said, "I did it, my king. I I did it. I made the fusion. I made the perfect king." And Naruto, his regeneration it's instant. So if his arm gets chopped off, it forms back instant. So he's basically off. He's basically like dangerous, and but Naruto is basically training and stuff. Practicing with the eyes and stuff, and he realized that he has to go home, and he deactivated him. But Danzo basically informs him saying that his eyes are deactivated, but his eyes is much different now. It basically looked like a Hyuga eye, but but his hair will be like black and red with red tips at the end. So he will basically look different for Smother. But Naruto says it's okay. I tell her like some lie or something, and he goes off home. And Kushina, she sees Naruto and basically cries and say, "Where the hell were you?" And Naruto's uh basically said, "My bad. I'm sorry. I was basically out for a couple. I was out in a coma for a couple weeks, and my I was attacked. And, she asked who attacked him, and he made up some lie, and she says, "All right," but you know that happens. And, we start now. For that couple of weeks, we're gonna start with the bell test because Kakashi canceled it, well postponed it basically because he was looking for Naruto and Sasuke and Hinata was also looking for him, so they postponed it. But they restart the bell test. Now it goes different because this is where uh this is supposed to be team up. Well, he basically goes to Bills and explains it to him, and they all separate. Now Naruto throws his well, he basically forms a shadow clone, and he basically hops in the bush and forms a shadow clone, and the shadow clone hops out, and he about to scrap heads with Kakashi. So this is where Kakashi close basically shakes his head, said they never learn, and basically start scrapping with clone, thinking that that's Naruto. Now Naruto basically grabs Sasuke and Hinata, and basically tells them the plan, and basically alert them of what they're about to do. Now Hinata and Sasuke is green ponded, but they ask what's up with his eyes, and uh Naruto basically tells Sasuke that he's a Uchiha, and tells Hinata that he's a Hyuga but a fusion. He's a Hyuga Uchiha. So they're both shocked and asking how did that happen, but he doesn't. He just tells up some lies saying family birthright and DNA, and giving him a fusion of the eyes. So they basically says alright, and they basically getting ready for the plan. Now Naruto clone basically gets punched by Kakashi. Well, the clone let Kakashi punch him, and basically depression. And Kakashi is surprised, saying, "What? That was a clone?" And Naruto hops on and he throws his blade and charges forward. Well, basically teleports at Kakashi, slashing the front of his chest and kicking him. And Kakashi saying, "What?" And this is where Naruto yells out, saying, "Now, Sasuke." Sasuke fires two fireball jutsus at Kakashi. Why Kakashi dodges, well, basically dodges one, but get hit by the other one by subjuicing out there. Why when Kakashi subjutes out of there, Naruto yells out, "Now Hinata," and Hinata, activate her Byakugan, finding Kakashi and hopping at him, and deactivating his basically hitting his chakra points, and basically stopping his chakra flow. in which Kakashi can't do anything, and this is where Naruto throws his blade and flies forward and grabs the two bells and kicks Kakashi back, and basically says, "We got him." And Kakashi says that they passed. Now Hinata, deactivate chakra points and basically um leave them, have him moving with his chakra and stuff back. And we're gonna leave that to a part one of what if Naruto was Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, or basically, yeah, the recarnation of him. So leave a like, also comment what you want to see, what you want to see new, and I'm Keisha Ochia, and thanks for watching. See you.